Hi everyone, welcome back to Book Cravings. I really wanted to film a video talking a little bit about the best books I've read in 2017 so far, and I was thinking the best way of doing that, and I decided to film a tag. I'll put the link of the creator channel in the description box, and the name of the tag is Mid-Year Book Freakout Tag. So let's do it. The first question is the best book read this year, and without a doubt the best book I read this year was North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. It's a Victorian romance, and despite the romance, it is a social novel, and the style, in my opinion, is great, and I loved everything about this book, every single word I read, so I strongly recommend it. The second question is the best sequel this year. The best sequel I read this year was The Subtle Knife, the second book in his Dark Materials trilogy. I also read books by the Real Time series and other sequels, and Green Gables, for example. But without doubt, the second book on his Dark Materials trilogy, I enjoyed it a lot, and probably is my favorite book on the trilogy, so yeah, it was the best one. Question number 3. New release I haven't read yet, but want to. Baron and Luthien is a recent release, and I really want to read it, but I think it will take me a long time to read it, because I still have to read a lot of the Rings, we read The Hobbit, we read Silmarillion, read Unfinished Tales, and maybe after that I will tackle Baron and Luthien. Question number 4. Most anticipated release for second half of year. The Book of Dust by Philip Pullman. I guess it will be released in October or November, I'm not sure, but it's like a spin-off of his Dark Materials, and I'm really curious about the book, and I don't know if he will be able to keep this new release at the same level as his Dark Materials, but I can't wait to read it. Question number 5. Biggest disappointment. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss was a big disappointment, because I've heard great things about the author, about the series, the world building, and how great it was as a fantasy book, and I haven't enjoyed the characters or the style, nor the world building, the plot. Yeah, I haven't enjoyed this book, not at all. It was painful to finish it. So it was definitely my biggest disappointment this year, because I was expecting a great fantasy series or a great fantasy first book. Question number 6. The biggest surprise. The biggest surprise was A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I was expecting a really boring and difficult book. Without a doubt, the book starts in a difficult way. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. I even memorized this first sentences, because the opening of this book is really awesome. But I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. Actually, it was great characters, and the plot twist at the end of the book. Yeah, I strongly recommend it, and I wasn't expecting the book to be as good as it was. Definitely not. Question number 7. Favorite new author? A debut or new to me? In this case, a new author to me, Elizabeth Gaskell, the author of North and South, and I can't wait to read other romances written by her, because I loved her style in North and South, and I'm currently reading her biography, the biography she wrote on Charlotte Bronte's life, and it's really interesting, really well written. So definitely Elizabeth Gaskell is like a newest favorite author. Question number 8. Newest fictional crush. I guess in my age I should answer that as, oh, I don't have fictional crushes anymore. That's not true. Actually, Mr. Thornton from North and South, the man was awesome, and you know, like a better version of Mr. Darcy. Question number 9. Newest favorite character. Julian Sorrell in Stendhal's the red and the black, or scarlet and black, depending on the translation. It's this character is so complex, so interesting, and such a hero at the end. I strongly recommend this book. Question number 10. Book that made me cry. I cried reading Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. You know, it's a fantasy book, not the deepest thing you read, but one of Robin Hobb's best qualities is like writing deeply thoughts and sentiments and emotions. It has many really deep scenes, and I cried sometimes, you know. So this book was really nice. I can't wait to read the second book. 11. Book that made me happy. Mo Flanders. Yeah, I don't know if this book was intended to make people happy, but it has some fun things going on. So I laugh out loud reading this book, and I strongly recommend it too. Mo Flanders by Daniel Defoe. Question 12. Favorite book to film adaptation. Not book to film, but book to TV, okay? And it will be the BBC series Sense and Sensibility. I watched Pride and Prejudice one. I watched Persuasion, North and South. BBC series are amazing, but I really love this one, Sense and Sensibility. It was great. But I still have to read the book, so I don't know if this answer counts. Question 13. Favorite video I've done this year? Oh, I really don't know. I usually enjoy my videos, otherwise I wouldn't upload them. But maybe the huge unboxing video, it wasn't great when you think about technique and the quality of sound of my pronunciation, but it was a really meaningful video I released in the beginning of the year when I was just starting my channel. So yeah, the huge Folio Society unboxing with books I bought on the New Year's Folio Society sale. 14. Most beautiful book I've bought or received this year. Well, I bought the Folio Society copy of Little Women, and I adore the book. It is so beautiful. I put the link here. But I recently bought a manuscript, a facsimile manuscript copy, and it is a limited edition of Jane Eyre. I'm in love with the book, and I hope I'll be able to film it in the near future. And the last question, question 15. A book I need to read by the end of the year. Oh my god, this question is really difficult. I have many books I must read. I can't wait to read. But I would say Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, the second book on Stormlight Archives series, because the third book will be released at the end of the year. So I want to catch up with this series because The Way of Kings, the first book on the Stormlight Archive series, was one of the best fantasy books I ever read. So I need to read the second book. It's a beast. The book is huge, but yeah, definitely one of the books I can't miss this year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will choose some people, I'll tag them in the description box, okay, because I still have to see who did and who didn't this tag already. I guess that's all for today, guys. See you soon, and thanks for watching.